So guys, when it comes down to paying AliExpress, a lot of people run into issues with paying them. So on Monday, I went live on YouTube and I shared one of the tips for being successful on AliExpress is creating an AliExpress account. So you want to create an account. You want to fill out all the little juicy details that they ask you for, because AliExpress wants to protect two different crowds of people from fraud. They want to protect sellers and they also want to protect buyers. So the way that they do that is by verifying the information of the people who are actually purchasing and using the site. So the more information that you provide them up front, the more smoothly it can work for you when it's time for you to fill orders and ship stuff to your country from AliExpress, okay? So the best way to pay AliExpress is to add a credit card into their site. And sometimes, guys, like I was saying, they may ask you to verify your information. Now, it is a little crazy when they ask you. I've had some people to say to me, is it safe for me to send them over the information that they're asking for? I want to let you know that it is safe. I have been through the verification process. And normally, once you verify your credit card on the AliExpress.com website, you are good from there. They're not going to ask you to verify your website more than one time. So I want to address that. So just to address really, really quickly, how do I pay AliExpress? You need to have a valid credit card. Add it to your account. And you can also use other payment methods. Just know that it's possible that they may ask you to go through the verification process. Now, in my experience, they've only asked me to go through the verification process one time. Once I go through it one time with one of my credit cards, okay, it's fine. I don't need to verify again. Another thing that gets kind of tricky, guys, is that if you are logging in and out on and off of different computers, servers, and locations, AliExpress may put up a red flag about selling to you and they may verify you again. So I make sure that when I'm making purchases from AliExpress, I'm always kind of doing it from the same server and the same computer, because I'm processing loads of orders, sometimes hundreds of orders. And I don't want to create any worry on their end. So I tend to do all that from one server. So guys, if you have any questions, please be sure to drop them below. I'm going to kick over into the Q&A part of this talk because I don't want to keep you guys long. Some of you guys in the group have asked me some questions about AliExpress, so I'm going to take this time now to address them. You can also pop more questions into the comments if you have them, and I'll answer them right here live on the spot. So if you guys are following me along with me, give me an ear or something, some kind of emoji, thumbs up, whatever you feel like giving me so that I know you're still here, and be sure to tap up that screen. Okay, guys? So let's go ahead into the Q&A portion here. And the first kind of question that I got was that, thanks, Lorvel, for that love, is that Santasha in the group is getting started. And she said she's a bit overwhelmed by the website. So with getting started, Santasha, I kind of talked about how to use AliExpress today. I just talked about like different ways that you can use the site. The best way to get started is to first register for an account, okay? And then you just want to start browsing. What I would suggest that you do, hey, Tanya, welcome in. Okay, awesome. Janine is listening. I see Robin there with the arms crossed. Okay. Hi, Charmaine. That's just okay, because it's okay. The replay will be here available for you. So welcome in. I see Lavelle is there listening too. Thanks, guys. So, okay. So the first way that you want to get started is have an idea in mind, so that way you're not overwhelmed. I know that homepage can have a lot of stuff on it. So instead of like getting on that homepage and getting overwhelmed by all the product ideas that they're throwing at you on that homepage, come up with an idea. So to give you an idea, let's say that, now it's just random, okay, but let's say you're looking for coffee cups. Go to the search bar and type in what you're specifically, thanks for listening, Charmaine, what you're specifically looking for. That way you can narrow down your search results so that you're not so overwhelmed. Search within certain results. So I would kind of try to pick a niche like cat. And here's the thing about AliExpress. Once you type in one word, hey, Jamila Corbett, welcome in. Once you type in one word into the search bar, okay, what's going to happen is that AliExpress is going to suggest for you different things. Like any website you go to, it's going to show you what customers have been most likely searching for. So you know how when you go to the search bar at, like, let's say Walmart, most people have shopped Walmart, and you type in cat. Walmart is going to suggest to you the different type search results that different customers are looking for, such as cat food, okay, cat toys, or whatever else, because I don't have a cat, okay, but you get my drift. It's going to start to suggest exactly, Lorval. So instead of you just getting and jumping out there into the big world of AliExpress, you are actually narrowing down your search results so that you're not drowning in the many suggestions and ideas that AliExpress is trying to throw at you. Try to search the different results by specific things. So have ideas. Look, and if you need ideas, you start to look around your house. Like right now, I look around, I see a grill outside. Type in grill and see what they suggest to you. They may have tools for grilling. I see, a trampoline over there. So kids' toys and kids' activity toys. My exercise machine is in front of me. Type in fitness. So sometimes just looking around your house, you see evergreen products that someone else might like. AliExpress will take care of the rest by suggesting to you what people have already been searching for. Hey, Bridget, welcome in. Thanks so much for coming in. So just as a quick reset, guys, my name is Dallas Gordon, ecomcashqueen.com, a motivational speaker and expert business coach. Today, guys, I am helping you by answering questions about AliExpress because this is AliExpress week. I'm also talking about how to pay AliExpress, which we talked about towards the beginning. So if you're just coming in, be sure to take it back and you can check out that part. If you haven't signed up for Profit Freedom Tribe updates, there's going to be another tribe created as well as a learning community. So if you definitely don't want to miss out on when that opens, guys. So be sure to sign up at that link for updates, okay? So the next question, I hope that helps you a little bit. But the next question is, Tanisha asked me, she said she's still curious about drop shipping from AliExpress to eBay. She says that using AliExpress as a source. She's purchased things from AliExpress, and she said that the companies send items with names or tags on them. She's been curious about how, she's saying that how do you know which one won't do that? Which one won't include all of that information with items? Okay. Lots of conversation going on under here. All right. Okay. And I see another question coming in. How do you identify hot selling items on AliExpress? Okay, Charmaine. So I can definitely cover that right after this next question. Thanks for asking that question. Okay, guys. So can you drop ship from AliExpress to eBay? The question is yes, you can. However, I would not do it from another country. What do I mean by that? If you're located in the United States, I would not drop ship onto eBay from China. Your customers will complain. They will be upset because items are taking way too long. And your location says that you're located in X place, but yet you're shipping from another country. What I would do is I would sort my search results. I would filter them to make sure I'm only looking for items within my country. So if you're located in the United States, then when you're on AliExpress and you're searching for items, you would filter so that AliExpress is only showing you items from within the United States so that they can get to your customers quickly. That is very important. And I would also, Tanisha, establish contact with the supplier and kind of talk to them to make sure that they're responsive to me and that they can understand good English and things like that just before I drop ship from them. And I entrust my eBay business in the hands of the supplier, I would definitely spark up a conversation. Also, here is the key, guys. Thanks, Lorval. No problem, Charmaine. What you want to do is, you want to make sure that every single time you place an order from a supplier on AliExpress that you include a note. And in that note, you want to say, hello, this item is being drop shipped to my customer. Please do not include price or receipt with this order. Thank you. So communicate. Just make sure that you communicate with your sellers, and push come to shove, if your customer does get a receipt, it will probably be in Chinese. So I really wouldn't worry about it too much. Okay. So to Charmaine's question, Charmaine is saying, how do you identify hot selling items on AliExpress? And that is actually product sourcing. Oh, Charmaine, I have so much information on product sourcing. Guys, what I'm doing is I'm actually giving away, not really giving away, but basically, yes, I'm retiring about 6 classes from my vault because of my transition into the academy. I'm retiring certain things from my vault, and I'm simply not carrying them over anymore. Not because they're not good courses. It's just that I'm doing a new thing. So what I'm going to be doing is selling this bundle of 6 courses. I think it's 5 or 6 at $10 each, the whole bundle. So if you guys are looking for basics like sourcing and finding products and designing your own products, print on demand, things like that, all of that stuff is going to be within that bundle. I mean, for a great price. I think I'll bundle it for $10 a piece. So it'll be like, if it's 6 classes, it'll be $60. If it's 5, it'll be $50. So be looking out for that. Be sure you're on my email list so that you can get the goodies and the updates in the e-commerce, about the e-commerce world. Okay. All right. So to answer your question, kind of like an overview, Charmaine, there are so many ways to find hot selling products on AliExpress, and so many ways that you can look for them. What I would say, because of the day and time that we're in with drop shipping and with Val already responded to that. Sorry. With the day and time that we're in, guys, with drop shipping, what I always say is to dig deep. Thanks for that love, Janine. Appreciate you. Dig deep. Dig deep. Okay. I want you to dig deep and take your shovel and dig beyond the surface. I don't want you to just look for products that everybody else is selling. I want you to go deeper. And you can do a lot of that work by search results. One of the ways that I like to discover really interesting, quirky, different products is by starting at the home page. AliExpress has they've on purposely sorted different collections based on what's best selling, what's trending, things like that. If you start clicking and scrolling, my favorite way to do it is from the mobile app, but you can do it from your computer. You will discover lots of products that other people are not adding to their store. Other people are not finding. So I suggest that by digging deep, I start with the home page, but also you can also dig deep by starting with an idea. So if you have an idea of what you want, such as a wall decal or something like that, or home decorations, type that into the search bar. Pay attention to the search results that come up, and let that give you ideas into different categories and things that you can look at, and keep scrolling and going to the next page. I'm not going to necessarily tell you to count how many orders of a product. Of course, you can add those popular items to your store to get you kicking, but everybody's selling them. You need to find unique products. Definitely, Charmaine, you want to be looking at reviews as well, just to see what this product is like as well. But that's kind of like an overview. It's kind of hard to give it a real big overview because product sourcing takes time. But I definitely have courses on that, and I also have free material on YouTube as well about product sourcing, and on my blog at ecomcashqueen.com. Look out for that bundle because there's a specific course in there about that. So Asia is asking about private label products. Wow, that's a big high ticket question, actually, Asia. But it's okay to ask. Yes, you can definitely find private label products on AliExpress. Alibaba, which actually Catherine had asked about, but I told her I really wouldn't be covering that. This week is a better marketplace to look for private label products because you're actually dealing with the actual manufacturer. Okay. So you're saying, what about private label products for my workshop courses? I actually do one-on-one coaching for Amazon, high ticket, by the way. I'm not ashamed to say it, but high ticket one-on-one coaching for Amazon to teach people how I'm very successful. It is my biggest income earner in my family. from my contribution anyway, is actually from my Amazon earnings. And I do one-on-one coaching at this moment for that. And there will be some information inside of the academy that's coming up about it, but my one-on-one coaching for people who want to be more advanced will still be available. Okay, awesome, Asia. Definitely DM me and we can talk about it. So, but yes, you can find private label products more so on Alibaba. So guys, let me tell you the difference in Catherine. If you click in here so that, you know, I'm going to kind of mention it a little bit. The difference, guys, between Alibaba and AliExpress. AliExpress is like those vendors who sell products from manufacturers, and they still do it for very cheap. But Alibaba has a lot of the manufacturers, the actual people that make the product, okay, over on that marketplace. And they can actually change the actual makeup of the product to fit your specifications. So let's just say you come out with a makeup line and you want for somebody to design your eyeshadow palette or whatever. Alibaba would be a good place to go because they can actually imprint your logo and design into the product, which AliExpress does do some of that. You have some manufacturers that actually also sell over there on AliExpress, guys, okay? But a lot of the sellers there don't specialize in it, but some of them do. So you've got to ask questions. But you can get private label products from either marketplace. That's amazing. Where have I been? Oh, okay, awesome, Charmaine. Definitely look forward to it. Okay, so let me just look up, make sure I answered everything. Okay, let's see. So Sayla, she says that she has ordered a few items from AliExpress. So far, so good. But when contacting the seller, is it best to stay within AliExpress or to chat on Skype? It is best to stay within AliExpress, honestly, unless you are looking to work with this supplier. Like I have certain suppliers that I really have relationships with. So if you're looking to work with that supplier outside of AliExpress, they've given you good customer service through AliExpress. Maybe they have their own website and they have their own supply and you guys want to talk payment and deals on a larger scale, Skype is great. But if you're just asking regular old questions about an AliExpress order or something, keep it within AliExpress because some of them will start bugging you, you know, through Skype for other products and stuff, and you might not want that. But if you're looking to do something on a bigger scale with this seller, definitely do use Skype. Okay, so does anybody else have a blank screen? Can everybody see me? Eddie is saying that he has a blank screen. So guys, thank you so much for joining in with me. If no one else has any questions about AliExpress, I'm going to go ahead and shut down for the day. Guys, I'm going to paste some links below for you to be able to sign up for updates, get some freebies, work with me personally. You'll get a link to my vault if you want to grab a course, and everything will be pasted below. So guys, I want you to have a beautiful day. I want you to make it just as beautiful as each of you are. Thank you so much for joining in. Now, wait a minute. Asia says she is skeptical about ordering a makeup line for them. For my clients, I prefer made in the USA. So Asia, and that's up to you. I just want you to really dig deep with that because a lot of materials that are inside of makeup are from China. And if you begin digging deep, you may find that the actual makeup itself may have been packaged and all that stuff in the United States, but the actual materials that's inside of the makeup, most likely they got it from China. Almost everything derives from outside of this country. A lot of resources we get from outside of this country. FOB, I don't know, Catherine. I don't think I've seen FOB. Where have you seen that? Hold on real quick, guys. Okay, so I'm looking at FOB. It says it means that the seller pays for transportation of the goods to the port of shipment plus loading costs. The buyer pays the cost of the marine freight transport. So FOB looks like a very, very big shipment. And you would need a port to be able to receive that shipment. So that's probably why I've never used it, because the only time I have ordered a really large volume of products like that was when I did private label. I private labeled some dog clippers, and I didn't need a port or anything to bring it in. They just shipped it to my house, but it was a big package, and they just shipped it to my house. But you shouldn't need that unless you're like porting items in, because it's really big coming in from China. Yeah, there we go. Nakia says freight. Okay, so yeah, Asia, from my own experience, when I dig deep into products, I find that some sort of material has come from another country, that it is really not completely made from within the United States. But if you feel more comfortable and your customers feel more comfortable for the label that says made from within the U.S., that's completely up to you and according to personal preference. I just know that over the years, I've dug deep into some of the materials and things that are inside of my products. And I'm finding that although they may be packaged here and although they may be actually manufactured here, a lot of the products that are needed to make the stuff is being imported from other countries. That's just the jam. This is the way it is with the United States. Also, your profit margins may be a little tight as well. So think about that too. Yes. So Catherine, yes, we are talking tons of stuff. I've never used freight and stuff, and I've never used private ports to import from China, but I know a lot of people that do that. I don't do that. And that's when that would come in. So Juanita says, I understand that there's a specific lingo that you must know to communicate with Alibaba and AliExpress. Where do I find the lingo? I'm told if you don't know it, they know you are new and it's difficult to negotiate them and they won't take you seriously. Nope. I don't know who told you that. No, that's not been my experience. What I would say though is, guys, get trained, get a coach. Don't be cheap. Pay someone to help you learn. What some of the lingo is. I do have the Dropshippers Dictionary, which is an ebook. I think it's about $20, which is bare minimum to pay, which would tell you all of the terms that e-commerce and dropshippers use so that you can sound more professional. And that's what that ebook is for. If you like to get it, it's inside of my vault. But no, you don't need to be all proper to communicate with a Chinese seller and they won't take you seriously. What would make them not take you seriously and what will make anyone in business not take you seriously is if you're doing a lot of talking and a lot of exchanging of time and not wanting to pay. Now, that's what I do notice. So those people are in it for the money. So if they are talking with you a lot and it's getting exhausting and you have not arranged a sale with them, those people will get distant and they will not take you seriously. But if you're asking for the right information up front and you get what you need from them and you're not lingering the process out really long without exchanging money, you're good. You don't need to be using certain lingo necessarily with them to be taken seriously. I have used them and I've talked with lots of Chinese sellers, even before I knew like lingo and stuff. And they are very nice and happy to help you. And they want your money. They want the business relationship. So from my experience, most of them are very patient and nice and, stuff like that. But I do feel that when you're doing any business, especially this one, please educate yourself before just jumping out there and doing things and thinking that you can do it free without any prior knowledge. So I do suggest that you get a coach or some sort of resource so that you can kind of understand what to ask for and what to say prior to, jumping out there. I hope that makes sense. So does anyone else have any questions? Go ahead and ask me anything about AliExpress. And I will be happy to answer. I wait a couple seconds before I close this out. So I wait a couple seconds, but thank you guys for coming in. You guys are simply rock stars. Thank you for spending this time with me, guys. It's Dallas Gordon here, ecomcashqueen.com. We have talked about how to use AliExpress as well as a group Q&A. So if no one else has any more questions about AliExpress, I will go ahead and close this thing out. If you guys are serious about getting that money online, creating the life of freedom for yourself and your family, be sure to sign up. I see all those emojis. Who's doing that? There's a troll in here. That must be, is this Jamila? I don't even know if she's still here, but somebody's trolling. You're welcome, Asia. You're welcome, Lord Bell. Thanks, Bessie. You're welcome. Anybody else? Any questions? Going once? Going twice? Going 3 times? Are there any more questions in here about AliExpress? You're welcome, Juanita. Are there any more questions up in here about AliExpress? And I will answer them. I don't think there are any. So I'm going to go, guys. You have a wonderful, blessed, prosperous day. And I will talk to you guys actually tomorrow on the fan page. I'm going to be talking about some tips for dealing with these sellers. Oh, Janine, it's you. You're laughing. Maybe you were sending me all those crazy emojis. So guys, you guys are lovely. You're awesome. Let me know that you checked this video out. And if you do have any questions, let me know and I will be sure to answer them. You guys have a wonderful day and I am out. Bye, guys.